Do you remember the days when the world was our playground? Every stick was a sword, every tree a castle, and every shadow a lurking dragon. We lived in a realm where the line between reality and imagination was blurred, where our minds conjured up endless possibilities with ease and joy. It was a time when we didn't need to think about our creativity. It flowed naturally, without constraints or judgments. But as we grew older, something changed. The demands of the adult world began to pull us away from this imaginative freedom. Responsibilities, societal expectations, and the pursuit of practical goals took precedence. The magic of our childhood faded, replaced by a more rigid, structured way of thinking. We started to rely more on logic and reason, leaving little room for the boundless creativity that once defined us. What if I told you that this imaginative spark, so vivid in our youth, never truly disappeared? Thinkers like Ibn Sina, known in the West as Avicenna, recognized the power of imagination as a crucial faculty distinct from reason. He saw it as a bridge between the sensory world and the realm of ideas, an essential tool for envisioning possibilities beyond the immediate. Imagination, in this sense, is not mere daydreaming. It is a profound and vital aspect of human cognition that fuels creativity and innovation. It allows us to see things not just as they are, but as they could be. In moments of problem-solving, it enables us to transcend the obvious and explore the unconventional. In the Islamic world, this skill of imagination was often referred to as khayāl. Medieval Islamic philosophers like Ibn Sina, Avicenna, and Al-Farabi valued khayāl, not just for its role in artistic expression, but also for its importance in problem-solving and innovation. In our modern, fast-paced world, many of us have lost touch with this imaginative power. We are often confined by the boundaries of practicality, adhering strictly to what is known and tested. This restriction limits our potential and hampers our ability to innovate. We approach problems with a narrow focus, seeing only the immediate obstacles rather than the myriad of possibilities that could lead to a solution. This loss is not just a personal issue. It has societal implications. Without imagination, our ability to innovate and adapt diminishes. We become stuck in old patterns, resistant to change and new ideas, taking away the meaning behind our actions. This stagnation can affect every aspect of our lives, from personal growth to professional success, and even the broader progress of society as a whole. This emphasis on imagination resonates with another core Islamic philosophical concept, Fitrah. Fitrah refers to humanity's inherent goodness and pure state at birth. It's a state of innocence and uncorrupted potential, sometimes seen by Islamic philosophers as a connection to the divine. Medieval Islamic thinkers believed that by reconnecting with this childlike fitrah, we could rediscover our natural curiosity and openness to the world. This echoes the innate drive to learn and explore that children possess. The Quran itself, 39.9, states, "Have we not set up the two ways for them, good and evil?" This verse highlights the inherent potential for both good and bad within humanity, emphasizing the importance of nurturing the good through knowledge and reason. In reconnecting with that imaginative spark within ourselves, it is about reawakening the childlike curiosity and creativity that we once had. This does not mean abandoning reason and practicality, but rather integrating imagination into our daily lives and thought processes. By doing so, we can bridge the gap between the sensory world and the realm of ideas, opening up new avenues for problem-solving and innovation. To begin, we must first acknowledge the importance of imagination. It starts with giving ourselves permission to dream, to think beyond the constraints of the present reality. This might seem challenging at first, especially if we've long been conditioned to prioritize logic and efficiency. However, by gradually allowing ourselves moments of imaginative exploration, we can start to rebuild this important skill. One practical way to do this is through creative activities that stimulate the mind. Engage in practices like writing, drawing, or even daydreaming. Allow yourself time to ponder what-if scenarios without immediately dismissing them as unrealistic. These exercises help to flex the imaginative muscles and make it easier to apply this creative thinking in other areas of life. Say you are in a corporate meeting, faced with a complex problem that seems to have no clear solution. Typically, such situations are approached with a heavy reliance on data analysis and logical reasoning. While these methods are important, they can also be limiting if used exclusively. Now, imagine incorporating imagination into this scenario. Instead of focusing solely on the data, you allow yourself and your team to brainstorm freely, considering even the wildest ideas. An important thing to note is that reason does provide the critical thinking and discernment necessary to navigate the complexities of the world. Taking well-calculated risks in order to take action in a structured way. Thinkers like Al-Ghazali argued for a harmonious balance between these two skill sets. Just as a child needs both imagination to dream and explore, and reason to navigate the world safely, we too need both to achieve success. By doing this, you create a space where new and innovative solutions can emerge. One team member's imaginative suggestion might spark a chain reaction, leading to a breakthrough that would not have been possible through logic alone. This is the power of khayāl in action, bridging the gap between the known and the unknown, the practical and the possible. Without this imaginative input, the solutions we seek may remain elusive. Our world is constantly evolving, presenting new challenges that cannot always be addressed with old methods. By neglecting imagination, we risk falling behind, unable to adapt and innovate. This stagnation is particularly evident in industries that thrive on creativity and forward thinking, such as technology, art, and science. To embrace imagination fully, we must shift our mindset. It requires viewing imagination not as a frivolous pastime, but as a crucial component of our intellectual toolkit. This shift can start with small changes in our daily routines and interactions. Encourage open-ended discussions, welcome unconventional ideas, and create environments where creative thinking is valued and nurtured. Consider the story of a renowned medieval Islamic scholar, Al-Farabi, who, despite the intellectual rigidity of his time, ventured into imaginative realms that connected philosophy, music, and political theory. Al-Farabi's work illustrates how imagination can transcend traditional boundaries, creating a synthesis of ideas that leads to innovative thought. His ability to envision a harmonious society influenced by virtuous leadership and ethical principles was not purely based on reason, but also on his profound imaginative insights. Al-Farabi's contributions remind us that imagination is not just about envisioning fantastical scenarios, but about seeing potential in the interconnections of different disciplines and ideas. It teaches us to look beyond immediate outcomes and understand that each imaginative effort contributes to the broader picture of innovation and progress. On a personal level, reconnecting with our imaginative selves can be deeply fulfilling. It brings a sense of joy and wonder back into our lives, reminding us of the limitless possibilities that exist within us. It can help us to approach our problems with a fresh perspective, reducing stress and opening up new paths for resolution. Imagine facing a personal challenge, such as a strained relationship or a career dilemma. By engaging your imagination, you might envision new ways to communicate, alternative career paths, or creative solutions that you hadn't considered before. This imaginative thinking can lead to breakthroughs that transform your life in meaningful ways. Reflect on the importance of imagination as articulated by thinkers like Ibn Sina and Al-Farabi. This discipline of khayāl is not a relic of our childhood, but a powerful tool that can enhance our lives and our world. By reconnecting with our imaginative selves, we can bridge the gap between the sensory world and the realm of ideas, unlocking new potentials and fostering creativity and innovation. In practical terms, this means creating space for imagination in our daily lives. Set aside time for creative activities, encourage imaginative thinking in professional settings, and allow yourself to dream beyond the constraints of the present reality. Remember that imagination is not a distraction from reason, but a complement to it, providing the bridge we need to move from what is to what could be. By embracing the power of imagination, we can solve problems more effectively, innovate more freely, and live more fulfilling lives. This journey requires courage and openness, but the rewards are immeasurable. As you move forward, let the spirit of khayāl guide you and rediscover the limitless potential within you.